logging is the harvesting, processing, transporting, buying, and selling of timber in contravention of national and international law. It has a devastating impact on the world's most valuable forest, in some of the people who live in them and rely on the resources that forests provide.
Illegal logging is one of the large environmental problems of the modern age. It causes huge carbon emissions, a loss of biodiversity, and the sensitive ecosystem to a point beyond repair.
We have four causes of illegal logging in Palawan. First is rural poverty. Second, a cheaper product in black market. Third, illegal charcoal, furniture, and timber trade. And the last is weaknesses and laxity in the forest. These are the reason why we have illegal logging in Palawan, because of rural poverty and the community that depends their needs and the forest. And just for example, using charcoal for heating and for cooking, and the limited resources of trees in the market.
The Department of Environmental and Natural Resources Office is continuously recruiting forest ranger to protect our natural resources here in Palawan. According to Penro Officer Johnny Lilad, this is to empower and give strong implementation to increase forest ranger and law enforcer or lawin patroller against illegal logging. He added that the recruitment was another way to decline and stop the illegal logging here in Palawan, aside from programs that supports forestry code like tree planting or Pistai ang Kagiban.
Meanwhile, according to Palawan Council for Sustainable Development spokesperson Forester John Vincent Fabilio, illegal logging is not rampant here in Palawan because that are recorded is just minimal cases that they called timber poaching. He clears that there is no big company or illegal companies here in Palawan because it is prohibited by PCSD.
Here are the possible effects of illegal logging here in Palawan. First is loss of habitat of animals.
And global warming.
Next is soil erosion.
And lastly is climate change.
Those are the possible effects if we won't care for the environment, especially if we won't stop the illegal logging here in Palawan.
We all know that Palawan as the ideal summer gateway because of the white sand beaches, tourist hotspots, hotels, and resorts. But Palawan is so much more than that. It is an archipelago that stretches from Mindoro to Borneo, and it is known as the Philippine Last Ecological Frontier because of its high level of biodiversity, an abundance of natural resources, and expansive flora and fauna.
Last May 2017, a mining firm at Brooks Point, Palawan illegally cut 1,000 of trees. Another case of illegal logging was also happened last February 2018. The Ipilan Nickel Corporation or INC destroyed over 15,000 trees and covering more than 100 hectares area of natural forest.
We want to advocate that every tree in Palawan should not be taken for granted only by permission. Thus, we want to impose that every tree in Palawan has its own price. Every tree that will be cut down has its high amount of money, and to also preserve the trees and to prevent the cutting of it. And we want to help people to think better that the consequences they might face if is bigger than the money they will get on selling it.
The planting of trees could be prerequisite before you graduate in college and livelihood program for those who engage in illegal activities like cutting of trees.
Stop!
Illegal logging.
Let
Us!
Save.
Palawan
From.
Illegal
cutting of trees